Interview with the Vampire. In the year 2022, the vampire Louis de Pointe-du-Lac tells his story to journalist Daniel Molloy. It all begins in 1910 in New Orleans, where Louis formed a vampire family with Lestat and teenager Claudia. This vampire and gothic horror series, created by Rolling Jones for AMC, is based on Anne Rice's 1976 novel of the same name and consists of 7 episodes that were released this past October 2nd, 2022. We've had the pleasure of reading the novel, and we noticed from the very beginning the marked differences between the story showcased in the series with the story presented in the original novel. That's why we say that really this production is rather inspired than based on the novel, and is more of a modern adaptation of it. The 1994 film with Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise was also an adaptation of the novel, but remained somewhat more faithful to it, although it did not explore the homosexual element of the vampire characters as this new series does, and only insinuated it. This new adaptation explores this element in an open and direct way, embracing it, which has motivated negative criticism by some people. But we sincerely think that there is no place for such criticism, since the vampires of Anne Rice's novels are homosexual or bisexual, and this element is part of their story in general. So, the decision to watch or not to watch this series will depend on the taste of each viewer. For us, although with a different story to the original, this series seemed to us interesting, intriguing, shocking, exciting, emotional, different in many aspects, funny in parts, entertaining, and, in our opinion, a very good modern adaptation of the novel. We sincerely believe that Anne Rice would have been very happy with this new adaptation and would have shown her support. As for the production elements, such as the cinematography, set designs, costumes, settings, makeup, and special effects, among others, these are all good. The performances of the entire cast are good, highlighting those of Jacob Anderson as Louis de Pointe-du-Lac, Sam Reed as Lestat de Lioncourt, and Bailey Bass as Claudia. These 3 act in a believable and convincing manner, doing justice to their main roles. So, in the end, we like this series a lot, and we recommend that you watch it if you haven't done so already. For us, it is one of the best series of 2022 to watch, and that's why we give it a well-deserved score of 3.5 stars out of 5. We honestly believe that if you are a fan of productions about vampires and of Anne Rice's novels, you will like this production. We inform you that the series has already been renewed for a 2nd season. Until next time.